We're live.
Hello. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Sorry we were running just a couple of moments late. Yeah, so I hope everyone's okay and right, okay. That's it, we're on. Hi Joe, hi Mel, hi Sandra, Moran, everybody, Joe. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so my eye's better, my chest infection's gone, we're back to normal. How are you, Levi?
um, let's see. How am I? I'm good, I guess. I don't know. Y'all know that we've been having some trouble with, the neighbors.
Yes.
Because of the remodeling of our house. No one likes it when, the place next door is a dump with loads of workmen going in and out all day and all night. So some people around us are still a little bit bitter. So it's been solved, but it was one of those days where you were kind of like, I really don't want to give in to this person, but I guess I'll kind of have to keep the peace. So
I know. Yeah,
and
tis
today is actually War Memorial Day here in the Netherlands. That's
did
why we
you,
started.
did you do your silence thing?
Yeah. At 8, we have 1 minute or 2 minutes of silence.
It's two minutes here on November the 11th. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably
Yeah.
2 minutes here as well. So that was nice. It's always nice to kind of pay homage to all the people who died
It
during.
is. Yeah, I agree. We like all go to like there's a cenotaph thing. They're all scattered all over the UK. So it is kind of nice, and it's one of the people who've passed before us.
Yeah, I mean it's really important to I don't know, pay those people some respect.
It is.
I need to rant really quickly on something. Can I?
Yeah, of course you can. First of all, hello to everybody else who's joined the room while we've been.
Yeah, so many other people are here already. That's so cool. I really, 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 I love, and I'm gonna name the people. I don't care. They're not gonna watch this at all, so I don't care. I love the Threads of Fate, right?
Yeah,
I love their decks. The tarot, not so much, although they do have a shadow edition of it out that looks a little bit cooler because of the contrast between the darker backgrounds and the gold foiling. And so I've been kind of thinking about maybe getting that. And then they also have that Empyrean deck, you know, which is pretty cool. But their decks are so expensive, which is fine. But I just wanted to purchase, I almost purchased a dented box sale option. They have those sometimes. And even with that discount, it was still $100 to have it shipped all the way over to here.
just
And
no.
that just made my jaw drop, and I removed the item from my cart as fast as I could, and I was like, this is insane. Is this what this has come to now? Like, we're charging people, because the normal price of that deck is $89.
I just think it's like it's become this like mask. You know what? I saw. Okay. I don't know who it was. I obviously follow them on Instagram. And they did a reel, and they got the hang on, let me just use this for sake of it. They got the copy of their decks that had just obviously been printed, and they were signing it with a gold pen.
I
Who,
saw that too.
who cares?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I ain't being disrespectful to that person. I'm just saying, who cares? It's not, a famous painter or a famous musician. Who cares? You know what? I couldn't care less. I am so over all of it now because since I took a huge step back from Instagram and don't do as much, and I'm not on there in the day half as much as I used to be, I can see it for what it really is, and I can see that all people care about now is making money. And they don't care about nothing else. There's no integrity with people anymore. All they care about is bang, 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 bang. Let's bring the 50th edition of this deck out. It's no different from the fucking first, apart from it's got like a different color edging or a better box or something. So what
Or
keep
maybe
doing
it's
that?
borderless this time, or
Yeah, I was looking. I was just looking at my decks earlier, right? And I love Danielle Noel. I really do. She's one of the nicest people, actually. And even Danielle's got like God, I don't know how many editions of the Star Child out. And I'm thinking, well, is this really necessary? Why do people keep doing this all the time now? You
yeah.
know, I just don't understand it. And, I see it more on Instagram than anywhere, obviously, because you can kind of control who you engage with more so on YouTube, can't you?
Well, and the thing is, with that particular company, and I really love what they do. Like, but they used to sell do wholesale as well. So we had this lovely lady over here in Amsterdam, Nicole, who was kind of the Miranda of the Netherlands,
Yeah,
and she would always be a wholesale seller for them. So I could get the decks from her at a much more reasonable price than $100,
yeah.
or if it would have been a normal price, it would have been $127. But I messaged her a couple of weeks ago and she said, yeah, they don't want to do wholesale anymore. So essentially, they are forcing you to order directly from them, which is business wise very smart because that way they can keep the money in the pocket. But I don't know, like you're alienating like 80% of the world just because you want to have all decks at your place in the United States of America.
Oh no, it's just getting too much now. Vanya, yes, so did I, but Maria happens to be a friend, so I've got to support her, and that's the only reason. So yeah. Before I start like going off on a tangent, yeah, I have bought the Opal edition because I was gifted the Amethyst edition, and because she's a friend, so I wanted to support her anyway. But that's the only reason why.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I just think it's just become this like place of like mass consumerism now, and I just think that without people like us supporting all these people all the time and encouraging them to keep saying, do this deck on Kickstarter for the millionth edition, they wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't keep funding them, and it's our fault. It's nobody else's fault.
yeah,
We can sit here moaning about it, but we are to blame as much as everybody else is.
yeah, definitely, definitely. As soon as you kind of get into the logistics of it all and kind of start to learn how it works, we are being charged way too much, honestly. Like,
We are,
um, I,
but the thing is, I mean, with all due respect to people who create their own decks and stuff like that, I ain't got a problem with that as such. But look at the shit that's available. I did a 3 month forward thing to what's coming out in the next 3 months. Honest to God, there is so much bullshit coming out mass market. It's unbelievable. You have got that hideous cannabis oracle by Liminal 11.
yeah,
You've
yeah,
got
yeah,
another two fucking versions of the Rider Waite Smith. Jesus, how many more do we want? You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
then
yeah,
you've got a guy over on Instagrammers doing a fucking Rider Waite full of dildos. I mean, come on.
yeah.
It's just getting ridiculous. It really is now. And I was looking around at my collection, Levi, and everything. They're all boxed up, and I forgot where I've boxed up actually. They're in one deck I've missed. And there
Fun,
was some
right?
like kind of under the cupboard where I thought, oh yeah, I remember not using that deck about 6 months ago, and it cost me £60. And you have to think, don't you? You think, well, you know what? I wished I hadn't spent £60 on that. And mine's not like that, by the way. You can't see through my copy.
No? Okay,
No,
so I must have had a. Seriously, guys, if you get a Hay House deck,
burn it.
hold it up to the light, especially when it's that newer cardstock. Because I don't know what's up with mine, but mine doesn't have a core, and I can see straight through it, which is kind of weird. I do love it though, honestly.
Yeah, I like that. It's all Sylvain's fault. Yeah, it is. Sylvain, blame Sylvain. Yeah, I sent you over the last couple of days. I've been sending you through things via WhatsApp, you know.
It was so aggravating. Please stop doing that because they were.
No, they've got to be Rider Waite Smith copies, the clones. It's just there's just nothing out there, anything of any. You think, oh, I'm going to save my money up, or I might get that, or I might pre-order that, or something. There's absolutely nothing now. I think we've just done everything we can possibly do.
Yeah, there was.
Everything's oversaturated now, and this is why I'm designing my own deck. And I am for me, and anybody else who wants it, I'm going to see how it's well received.
I saw some pictures and it's really cool, Martin. Seriously.
Well, I've kind of done some of the artwork today, so I'm on 7 cards in now because it's only going to be 22 majors. And it's took me 2 days to do 7 cards because it's all analog in it, so there's no digital on it until you upload them. But yeah,
I don't want to rush you or force you to do a full deck, but you could do something really cool where the minors are kind of like playing cards.
well, yeah, I could do, yeah, like transformational playing cards, like that
A
kind
little
of,
bit. Yeah,
yeah.
with a
So
nice rustic background and then cut out the diamonds and the heart shapes and
yeah,
just
I
don't
did actually think of that,
would
and
be
then
pretty cool actually.
I'm really stuck on a few of the cards, because I did try one and I thought, no, that's just going against everything that I say and everything I believe in, so it's going to take time, and I'm looking about a month before I'm kind of happy about where I want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like? I change my mind every minute.
Yeah, you're a very fickle bitch.
So it can all be fucked off in the bin tomorrow, right?
No, please pull through with this, at least for the 22 majors, because it
That's
looked
it, Mel. I have the Black Core edition for people who are dead inside. It's called the Dead Inside deck.
right. Like, oh man, I've been working on something fun for myself as well, but I'm also kind of in that mode where I'm like, okay, the first couple of cards always go very quickly, and then
Don't
when
they?
you, and then all of a sudden they kind of, But I did really love this one.
Yeah, that's the one that you struggled with, isn't it?
Yeah, I did
That's
like.
the one I'm struggling with as well.
It's difficult. You know what I thought? Because Martin is doing kind of a collage deck, guys. I was thinking maybe you should try to find some of those like skeezy 80s porn mags, gay porn magazines.
I've probably got to stash up the loft, love.
Exactly. But seriously, and don't use anything graphic, but use guys from there for the lovers. That would be really cool.
I just can't find anything suitable. I wanted to kind of go down like because it's kind of a serious deck, really. It's based on
Mhm.
occultism, and I wanted to kind of go down their occultism mythological route. And then I thought, you know what? Yeah, Mel, they are immensely. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. I really am.
What about those kind of cherub angel kind of?
I actually printed out a cherub angel today.
Because I once upon a time because this new deck I'm working on is not new at all. It's kind of me thinking, hey, I kind of want to redo stuff that I've already done.
Well, I'm
And
going to get
also,
my wait a minute. I'm going to get my world exclusive deck.
yeah,
Wait.
so the deck that I'm kind of working on is basically some redesigns of old designs, and then me also after moving back finding 20,000 drawings that I made but that I never ever used for anything. So I thought this would be, I was thinking something along the lines of this, Margin.
Yeah, where you've just got no people, just like the hands. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah,
With
but
two of these.
I still want it to like. I didn't want it to convey like the lovers as such. I wanted it to do like the choices thing.
Uh-huh.
Like Angela's, it's got commingle on it, you
Yeah.
know. And that's what I want to kind of steer away from. This is my Empress card. Now, hang on, let me just tell them. I've had to do it on the back of a pack of all playing cards just for a template. And obviously it's analog, and then it's going to be digital, and then I'm going to have to fuck it off to make playing cards just for a promo.
Yeah,
So that is my Empress card at the moment.
I love it. I love it.
So there you got the Venus, the Will and Dwarf, blah blah blah. Now my Magician card, it's obviously Aleister Crowley,
I love that one as well. It
and
looks
it's got
so
like the
good.
Theban alphabet at the back, and some verses out, a little verse out one of the Psalms, and a morello mushroom just for added measure. Talking about not having any symbol. What the fuck do the symbols mean in the deck? Don't ask me why I put that morello mushroom there. Um, it was an extra sticker, Levi.
No. Don't say that. There's always a reason behind putting something somewhere.
And there's my death card. It's kind of finished, but not like completely yet.
I do love it though.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of like, and there's my sort of like a hash up era for Hierophant, but it's not done. That's
But
obviously
it
not.
looks really good. It looks really good.
The keys have got to go. Because I'm not satisfied with the keys and stuff. So yeah, you get the gist. And my High Priestess card is obviously Isis because it needed to be.
Yeah,
Um,
really cool. Really
yeah,
cool.
so I'm really like into it, and I can't use Sheila in a gig. Let's not fucking go there, right?
Oh,
I might have her on the world card with a great big
yeah.
vulva open. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Sorted. Sheila in a gig as the world card.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I think that's it. And I think what I've done the past couple of days is I don't know, when you do, I'm not an artist, and I never said I was an artist, but like
Same
being,
here.
there's a difference between being creative and being an artist. And I
Hmm.
think it's kind of like made me realize how much is missing in a deck, you know what I mean? And I think this is why I need to do my own.
Angela says, I'm such a projective witch bitch, and I know how smart you are to be previewing some cards. But I swear to God, if someone rips you off because you're showing art, they'll have me to deal with.
I
Well,
fucking love you, Angela. You know I do.
yeah,
We do, and like, and this is what I'm just saying this because Angela's in the room. For all I know, I might not have had the comments on, so I might not have known. But Angela's deck is a different kind of deck,
yeah.
and this is what I like to see, something different. Have you got your copy there with you?
I don't, but I do have enough. I could grab it. Let me. I
Grab your
actually
copy because in
have
case
it
some
handy.
people ain't
So
seen it. Um, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
it's
Like,
actually in my. It's in my box of special decks from special people.
oh no, it's lovely, in it? There, I've got a similar kind of thing going on in front of me, but mine's up above, and I can't be bothered to get up.
Look, the fool is actually at the start.
This is what I like about Angela's deck because it's Ian. Angela's deck's different, and this is what I like, and this is what I love about it.
It's super raw. It's
Yeah,
different. I love a good keyword. I love words are very important to me, and I just love how this is one of those decks that really makes you think and makes you want to spend time with it, and not just. This is not a deck to me as of yet where I do very quick readings with it. I will pull a couple of cards and I will really take the messages in, and it's just
I just love
lovely.
it. It's just I don't know, and when you keep kind of say the same, oh, I want to come to New York, host me then, and I'll come. Um, when you see like we obviously see a lot of things, and this is collage deck as well, and I think I found my niche as well with decks. I realised that my favourite kind of work is artistic work, is collage work.
I love this
And me.
with the cave drawing. Oh man. Or this one, the hanged one. I think it's really cool. I still love this. I actually had another deck out that I recently discovered that I think Angela might like as well, by the way. So let's see. I think Angela might like it as well because of the language on it. This is actually a sort of modern folk art version of the Thoth Tarot. It's by Linda from Sweden. And this is a Tarot Oracle hybrid, but it's very much a Thoth deck. So this is a star, and it says, "You are a full sun plant." So that kind of means you need to get into the light, you know?
Got ya.
Or Princess of Cups, what is keeping you caged? Princess of Cups is air of water, air holding that water down. What do we need to do to bring that water, that emotional energy out? So it's very thought provoking. Three of Swords, he who learns must suffer. Pretty
Mm,
cool shit, right?
that's good.
Knight of Cups, which is King of Cups in the Thoth, we rise by lifting others.
I wonder if Miranda's going to get that deck in.
Yeah, I heard it. Oh man, the Aeon grow out of it. Look at that.
That's really nice, actually. I
Yeah,
like that.
it's really really good. Three of Cups, learn to flow.
And that's really nice as well. It's really good. The this little sentences like mean a lot.
Yeah, like, there are really 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 thought provoking sentences on here. Princess of Swords, speak free and true.
That's me, innit?
It kind of is, isn't it?
I'll have to put a cushion behind my back. It's fucking killing me. It's murder here.
One more, just because it's so good. The devil, hide your secret under the tree.
That's really nice. I really like that deck a lot.
It's so, oh man, it's so good, and it's good Thoth training as well, because the minors don't say Three of Cups or Four of Swords. They just say the minor title. So this says prudence.
That's really nice. I love
Yeah,
it.
but you can still count if you would want to. You could still count the amount of flowers on the card, and that will tell you which one it is. How do I start valuing myself? Queen of Discs.
That's really nice.
Really good. It's really good.
My first tarot was in 1995. My grandma bought me Tarot of the Cat People, and that happens to be one of my favourite decks ever.
It's such a classic. I just saw someone actually talking about how there are too many cat decks, and I
You can
have
never
to
have enough cat decks, and you can never have enough cats. Combining Oracle and Tarot in one deck, you mean like designing a deck?
Well,
Or
this kind of is it. I mean, it has, tarot is an oracle as well.
yeah, well, I don't mind. I don't mind as long as it's got the system, the tarot system. I ain't bothered what else is added on there as long as it follows a system.
Yeah, I actually am doing that with the deck I'm currently working on right now. It literally says, um, for the Magus, it says, oh, I need to down the lighting a bit. For the
Mm.
Magus, it says,
Well,
I am the spell.
there you go. Well, you are, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
Talking of spells, right? That now
Yeah.
that's actually like kind of like flowed in really nicely because I was just gonna say I just need to give somebody a shout out, and it is the lovely Tierra May from the Ritual Tarot. I just want to say, right, this is one of the most incredible decks I have seen in years. Because there's no titles, there's no numbering, but if you're already familiar with a system, you will be familiar with the artwork on this deck. It is a little bit on the expensive side. I'm not going to lie, but it is worth every penny. And hopefully, one day, maybe she will be able to afford to lower the prices down a little bit. Oh, you did. Oh, was that you who bought the ritual deck? Oh, you know what? It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah, it is really lovely. And thank you,
Speaking
by the way, Tierra, if you watch this, thank you for the deck. It's gorgeous.
speaking of spells,
Oh, it's
hey, Simon is here
father-in-law.
as well. This deck, the Tarot of Transformation, is really cool as well.
That's really old.
Yeah, it's from like 2002, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's so pretty. Look at the Emperor. This has really interesting titles as well. Look, the Emperor is so cool.
That's really nice.
It says ruling in harmony with nature. I love that. And one of my favorites is card 5, spiritual leaders.
I always
and
liked that deck back in the day, and I never got it, you know.
and it says taking the Hierophant off the pedestal.
That's really nice. Some people could do being knocked off the fucking pedestal.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really interesting. I actually uploaded a very long walkthrough on my channel because this is really different, y'all, but it's really cool. Look at that. Look at that King of Swords.
Yeah, it is a nice deck. I don't know why I never
Really?
bought. Did you buy that second hand or no?
No, I bought it new. You can still buy it off of the artist's page. I do have to say, however, it's very thin cardstock. It doesn't have a core either. Um, but
Uh,
but you know, I knew that going in, so you know,
it's a bit like me, then empty as fuck.
empty inside, but you know, and it's really cool. I still have to read the guidebook, but I have like 20,000 other guidebooks to get through,
Oh, I may.
but it's
Mel,
really good.
I didn't know that she had Tiara from Ritual Tarot. I didn't know she had them printed in Italy. Shame she can't find a wholesaler over here. You know what? I might mention it to her actually to see if I can find an wholesaler in Europe and maybe it'll become cheaper then, because that would be a good idea. Thanks for
Yeah.
that, Mel. I'm trying to find the bloody comment now so I can remove it. Jesus Christ, what's going on with me? Right, okay. Okay, now that's it. What do you guys want to talk? As who's excited about any new releases? Not me, but that's me. Simon, do you know of any, or B, or Sandra? Because you're always like on the internet. Is there any? Does anybody know of any nice kind of like goddess decks that I can get my greedy little mitts on? Apart from Tarot with the Crown and the Dark Goddess, because I've already got them.
What
And does
about
anybody want to gift me? And I said gift me Tarot with the Black Madonna.
yeah, like honestly, oh man, I want that deck too, but
Me too.
nobody's gonna gift it to
Do
you.
you know what?
Like
Sell my rotten soul for that deck.
it's
I
so
really, really
gorgeous.
want that.
It's so up both of our alleys, but you know,
Oh, there was a copy of the first one she did on eBay the other day, for £100. Not the Black Madonna, the other one.
the mysteries of Mary.
Mistress of Mary, yeah. And then when I went to like couldn't think shall I shine I it had gone. So somebody obviously picked me to the post. I have, however, if anybody's interested who's in the UK or Europe, I have got the first edition copy of the Melanated Classic Tarot for sale. Because I managed to pick a pick a copy up. So yeah, if anybody wants that, message me over on Instagram.
What about the third edition CS tarot? What's that?
It's third edition CS Tarot. Hang on. Black
I don't know.
Madonna's good.
I don't
You
know what
better,
that is.
Mel. You better. Black Madonna, Mel's got it. But third edition CS. What's that, Simon? The new third edition CS.
The CS tarot.
I don't know what the
Hmm.
CS Tarot is.
Are there any pictures here? Oh, it's a Rider Waite Smith type of deck. You know, Simon loves his Rider Waite Smith decks, so it's a really it's an interesting Rider Waite Smith recolor, which looks cute if you're into that.
Is it the little cute decks off that that Simon's got?
No,
You'll have
no.
to show me some cards. So Coleman
Coleman
Smith
Smith,
Tarot
yeah,
by Conrad Stott. I haven't seen it.
yeah.
Actually, I have to do some research. The Witch's Tarot, because it's so hideous, it's beautiful, it's camp. Camp is the operative word. With that muscle man on the Eight of Pentacles, I think it is.
That deck is still it's super readily available in the Netherlands. Has been for years. The Dutch edition,
Really?
yeah, the Dutch edition. It's always in every metaphysical store ever.
Oh God, I didn't know that. Is it the
Yeah.
borderless one or the bordered?
I don't know. I've never opened a box, but because I haven't really been interested in it. Same with Daughters of the Moon. The Dutch edition is widely available here.
Levi, I want that deck so fucking bad.
You know, I think you could probably read with a Dutch version of it because you
I'm
know,
sure I could.
yeah. So I'm definitely getting you a copy when I can. They actually sell it over at the metaphysical store where I work. So
Oh my God, yeah, please
Yeah,
do.
I've
Martin Jane Briderson has a limited run of her Wisdom of the Kaliak Oracle on sale again for a short time. Mel, can you send me the relevant links, please, on Instagram? You're all a bunch of fucking enablers.
I have really, really, really been having fun with digging my teeth back into the Thoth tarot, actually.
Well, I've been kind of reading um about different things because I was talking to a guy on Instagram about the Thoth Tarot the other day. And I will tell you something, Tarmel. You know that book that I showed you. I'm gonna have to get it to show people because I'll tell you something. It surprised me. Hang on, girl.
Angela was actually talking about that Mystic Mondays Crystal Grid deck. Yeah, that's I've seen that. It's I already have a crystal deck that I really like, so I'm not getting it, but it looks really cool. I've seen it as well. Like really, really, really neat. But for some decks, it's like, how many crystal decks do you really need, right? I have this really cool novelty one that's kind of neat. That has all the info on there and really cool affirmations. That isn't that one tarot book, Martin.
Yes, Martin might learn Dutch. Nat. Right. Okay. I bought this book on a whim because it looked pretty. Okay. And I didn't expect much from it because I thought, oh, it's just going to be a general normal tarot book.
Yeah, I was
Well,
kind of like, why the hell did you buy this? But
you tell you something, it's absolutely brilliant because the girls took a course together at Treadwell's in London. Um, and they write about the tarot with such an interesting take. And all the, it's not just your normal generic rubbish. They really delve deep into the card, and after every card, there's a questions box there. So, for
okay,
instance, on this one, there's so much info in it. It's a brill book, and it was 10 quid. Right, the star, for instance, the questions to ask when you see the card. How have you learnt? What have you learnt along your way in life? Have there been moments of sadness and pain that made you who you are? Would you do it all again? Are you able to face the unknown? Are you able to hold on to hope? So every card's got this kind of treatment, but it's what they've written actually. And I was very impressed by what they've written about the Four of Cups because I thought, everybody always says boredom, depression, da 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 da, and they haven't. And this is a brilliant book if you are a beginner reader, beginning to read the tarot, or a seasoned reader like myself and Levi. It's well worth adding to your bookshelf, and
okay, I may actually get this.
it's really good. And no, I'm not doing any promotional work, so I have to pay for this out of my own money. But yeah, there were two friends, went on a course at Treadwell's together, decided to write a book together, and it's really worked.
I actually really appreciated that it's by British people.
So do I, and that's what like ticked the boxes to me. No disrespect towards American people, but there is a lot of like knowledge in here that they've kind of picked up, obviously from courses at Treadwell's,
Yeah,
and I totally respect that. Yeah, so this is a brilliant, brilliant book, and
really
it
cool.
looks really lovely as well. So
Yeah.
looks nice on your bookshelf.
We could really use some more published European voices in the tarot world, because I think the pendulum has swung a bit too far over to the United States when it comes to publishing heavyweights, you know?
Janine, it's brilliant, honestly. I mean, Janine is the lady behind oh, which one is he? Sorry, Janine. God, how embarrassing. Janine's an author, right, and a deck creator. So Janine, this is
Janine
really
is from the In Between Tarot,
yeah,
Martin.
that's it. Yeah, sorry, Janine. Yeah, so Janine, it's really good, honestly. It's a brilliant book. And well worth adding to your collection. And I do think we should have like more of a British slant on, you know, the tarot, seeing it was actually born in Europe.
Yeah, more of a European. We need to hear more European voices. It's just a fact. To me, sometimes no, I'm not going to say that here because I can't. But if any publisher watches this, we need more European voices.
We
It
do.
can't just be
We
a
need
group of five middle-aged white American people telling the world what tarot is like when
No, no.
tarot originated in Europe. It can't be like
I
that.
mean, we need to kind of like we need like I mean, I've got a very, very good friend called Caesar from 78 Puertos, and he's an absolutely marvelous, marvelous Tarot de Marseille reader, one of the best ones I've ever known. And we need more books on the Tarot de Marseille. We need more books on, the hidden knowledge of the tarot as well.
Yeah,
Simon, for instance, knows so much about the Rider-Waite-Smith. Um, so this is what we need. We need more
yeah.
influential voices in the community that know the stuff.
I want less books that have a cute looking pink cover, cold foil stamping on it that say learn how to read tarot and start your own tarot business in one weekend. And I need more books with actual content, actually.
Yeah, and I agree. All books from Israel about Kabbalah instead of Texas. Yes. All books from India about chakras instead of New York. Yes.
I had this like biggest, I almost shat my pants when I saw this really cool chakra deck at the American Book Center. And it was actually, it had really cool art, but the art was by a Dutch guy that was trained by an Indian guy. And I was like, just get the Indian guy to do it, you know? Like,
Yeah, I
it looked
know, I
really
know.
cool, but come
No,
on.
just
It's
a
not
bit
that
more
hard.
authenticity then to it, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah, but Simon, you have got quite a good bloody knowledge on the Rider-Waite-Smith, to be honest with you, because it's your passion. And I think this is what me and Levi said. We need more people who kind of know the shit. So maybe you should be writing a book about the Rider-Waite-Smith.
Do
You
you know
know
what deck I would really love to have back into print?
which one?
Do you follow Travis McHenry on no, not Travis McHenry, Travis Black.
Oh no.
Travis Black used to be called Bathhouse Mystic.
Yes, I do know who you
Yeah.
mean.
And he always uses the Jaeger tarot.
Oh, the Tarot of Meditation.
Yes.
That's an 80s deck, I think, or a
I
70s.
would, yeah, 70s or 80s, something like that. I would love for that to come back into print, like in one of those tarot in a tin versions, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'd be nice. Yes, Vaniro. Yes, more good books on Marseille in English. I can find ones in French, but the English side is neglected a bit. I
A little bit.
totally agree. There's loads of even French books on Amazon, but I can't keep asking Moran to translate everything for me in French, can I?
No, you can't. No, you cannot keep doing that.
But this is what we need. We need a few changes, I think. And I mean, I've done a few videos about things that are going on, and not to want to keep recapping everything all the time. But like, I mean, we do need some changes. We need something fresh, and we need something that's going to kind of like get everybody interested in everything again instead of the same old, as you said, the
Yeah,
pretty books. And there must be a billion books on crystal, the same as there is crystals as there is tarot now.
yeah.
And it's getting a bit boring, isn't it? There's
A little
nothing.
bit, like, but the general public have to know this, Martin. When a couple of the biggest metaphysical publishers in the world are not even willing to even glance at manuscripts of people we know because they tell them that there is no market for advanced tarot books,
Yeah,
what
I know.
can you do, really,
Says
right?
it all, really, doesn't it? Thanks, Janine.
Yeah,
I'll check that out. It does really say it all, and there's a lot, obviously, that we know that we can't never disclose on lives.
yeah,
And but it does make you think, and it does make you think twice about who you want to invest your money in.
yeah.
Uh, and tons of books on witchcraft and witches. I know, yeah, just every fucking book is about Wicca now. Just go away.
I have that horrible. Oh no, can I say that? Yeah, I
Well,
can. I have that horrible Wikipedia book.
that's vile.
It's about angel Wicca, which doesn't even exist, but like,
It's just
it looks pretty, it looks good on the shelf.
Well, yeah, some books look good on the shelf, but not on your lap open. You know,
Yeah.
it's a difference, isn't there? I haven't see because I've got rid of loads of shit like at the minute, so I haven't got anything really, really. I'll tell you what I am very keen on, and I expected a lot better. I will show it actually, because it's by me, and it's also a book that looks good on the shelf. I'm not keen on this. I thought it'd be a lot better than it was, and this is the book of Pan Candle Magic by Madame
Yeah,
Flamingo.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much either.
No, the tarot book, however, is brilliant, but this one isn't.
It gets a bit boring after a while.
Yeah, it's a bit general stuff you can find out on the internet if you do a bit of research.
You and I are
Um,
more kind of like Troy books kind of gals.
yeah, yeah, we are, aren't we? You know,
Mhm.
and I think when you something like that, it seems a bit like beginner ABC, doesn't it? Fucking hell,
A
I've just
little
switched
bit.
all the book covers up. But yeah, they're into a lot now that they're kind of like out there. That's kind of got my interest, and it is not. Yeah, it's generally all copy paste, all beginners books, nothing new or deeper. Elisa said, hang on, show too much wicker books and they're all the same content and most stuff inside are so washed that it's degradation to the people who practice it. I totally agree.
If you
Uh,
really want to learn something about actual witchcraft, read The Devil's Dozen by Gemma Gary. That's fun.
yeah, 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 because it's like folk, cunning ways and stuff like that. And
I have this one, which is a lot of fun to read. It's The Long Hidden Friend, also by Troy Books. This is the pocket version because this is a book, that they got from the Pennsylvania Dutch, which used to be German refugees that went to America, or German, not refugees, but people that just immigrated. And this is all old German folk magic, and it's so cool and so much fun to read.
oh, that sounds interesting as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of fun. There's also a paperback version, but I really wanted to get this.
Yeah, I've got a couple of paperback versions of the Troy books, and I've gone out and bought the hardback ones. It ain't got the same aesthetic, has it?
I really loved reading The Devil's Dozen, honestly.
And for anybody who is in the UK now, Troy Books have actually got a physical store open in Penzance.
No shit, really?
Yeah, yeah, they have. Yeah, because I had an email from them last week, and they've got a physical store open now. I mean, Penzance is quite far, even from me. But if you're down that neck of the woods, you know, it's all good.
I've unsubscribed from their mailing list because there were a lot of mistakes in the emails all the time. But
I'll only look what's going to be released newly, because I think it's only Gemma and Jane who do it anyway together in it. So,
yeah,
yeah, if I do ever travel to Penzance, which is not going to be anytime soon, I will have a I will have a look in there. You might have asked me, well, to say me going to the moon because it's just as fucking far from me.
I am really also. I know it's not really your thing, but I need to. I'm really looking forward to that Storm Fairy Wolf book about sex magic. It's because it's specifically targeted toward gay men. The Satyr's Kiss.
I
I
don't.
know, I know it's not your thing, but
It's not my thing because again, it's far too. Yeah, it's all far too American. And no disrespect, as I keep saying, it's all far too Americanized for me. Even that ferry path, whatever it's called.
the betwixt and between. Yeah, I
Oh,
have that.
I sent it back, and I thought, what's this really all about? Yeah, it is.
Well, let's just clarify before people get pissed off at us, Martin. It does deviate a bit from a more traditional path.
Yeah, it does deviate a bit far from and I love the Taschen books, Angela. I've got a few. The witchcraft one and the magic one. You've got one at your Levi. The
I got
tarot
this
one.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely
It's
love.
actually seriously really pretty, yeah, and also a really interesting resource on tarot. It's basically a tarot encyclopedia.
Yeah, I've got the witchcraft one as well, which is really good, and I didn't get the astrology one, sadly.
Yeah, I only have this one because they do get quite pricey. but it's a really good tarot resource.
They're nice as well. They're very shelf at the shelf, nice on the shelf as well in there.
Nice on the shelf, but do have actual content. So
They do. And when you get bored of them books, Sandra, send them up here to me.
yeah, definitely. I do have some really cool books here, actually. That
All mine are in the on the bookshelves in the other room. I ain't got nothing like really like of anything worthy to show you really up
I
here.
do really like Maya Toll's books. I know you don't like them that much, but
Oh, there is, you know, the aesthetics are nice on them, ain't they? But like, I mean,
this
I just
one, this one really stole my heart. It really did.
it's
It's
just it seems cheap here, there ain't.
I got it at quite a decent price. So, but sometimes I don't know. Like lately, the prices on Amazon have been going
They've
up and
risen,
down.
they've risen a bit, you know, due to the cost of inflation.
But this is it honestly is an interesting book. It goes by all the seasons, and it's very much a book for journaling or for tarot work or a combination of both, kind of,
Also, it
because
is a usable book then.
it is very much a workbook. So
Also, it ain't nothing just pretty to look at.
no. It's really cool. It has so for each season, it has it actually divides the seasons into early autumn, late autumn. So there's more to it than just you get the element that goes with that part of the season. So for late autumn, it's water into earth. And then you get this really lovely prose on why it is that way, according to her. So that's interesting. Then you get a seasonal practice that you could do. And then you get an energy center for that time of the year, a seasonal exercise that you can do, a seasonal symbol. So then you get that really lovely illustration and
Well, that's
that
nice.
symbol. And that symbol has gifts and challenges. So you could use that kind of as a tarot spread. So the gifts of the phoenix are the opportunity to begin again. So what is my opportunity to begin again? You could pull a card on that. And the challenge is knowing when you have come to the end of a cycle and fear of what comes next. So you could also pull two cards on that. So there's actually a lot of like journaling questions that she poses that you could very well use for tarot
Oh, that's good.
spreads.
See, I didn't think it'd be that good. I thought it was just like something like a coffee table book just to look through.
And then it becomes really cool. You get all the solstices, and for every solstice there is a symbol. Oh, whoops!
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there is an exercise that you need to do. You need to write yourself letters. So you're supposed to be working with this year in year out, and then you're supposed to chuck those letters in here so you
Oh,
can find them
nice
again.
is that?
So it's really cute. And then there's also the little oracle cards that you get, like with each book.
Oh, and the horrible cardboard though.
Yeah, they're kind of horrible. Yeah. But it's very much about the book with this one. So it's
Oh, that's nice. It sounds nice
yeah,
actually.
yeah, it's it's,
I've
it's
been looking at actually instead of text and stuff. I have been looking at lot of different books. They, you know, because I always kind of like I don't know. Some books are really inspirational, aren't they? And you can like see a lot.
I got that unicorn book by that animal whisperer guy. What's his name
Yeah.
again?
Um. I
Ted
Ted
Andrews.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really lovely, Martin.
He's good. He's good. He is. I love more nature speaks Oracle deck actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit less. Hey, unicorns are from the star system Sirius, and they've come here to enlighten us and help us ascend. This is more allegorical, and then delves into the myths worldwide around unicorns. It's really interesting.
I like reading books on mythology and stuff. And did I
Yeah.
show you this book? This is a really nice book, and you're going to be surprised now. Mel from the Intuitive Cat in Australia sent me this over as a gift, and I shall treasure it. and this is the 333 Oracle of Art Wisdom.
That's the Alana Fairchild book, isn't it?
You know what? It
No?
is so so lovely, and we all know like Alana Fairchild can be away with the fairies a little bit, but you could just this is like one of them books you just flick through, and you just find everything's got like deepening and real love, and then there's like all text and everything, and you know what? It's such a lovely. There's answers, wisdom, guidance, awareness, assurance, and direction. It really is a lovely book. So yeah, that's another one that I kind of dip into as
She
well.
has a couple. She has a couple of those, and I've been thinking about getting one as well.
It is really lovely. This is absolutely lovely.
I'm quickly seeing if I can find something that I wanna.
And you all know I ain't into that woo bullshit, right? And I've got another book to show you, which is super interesting. This is called 365 Goddesses.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. I actually know that book. Yeah.
it's a really good book. There's all different goddesses from all over the world. You've got symbols to do today as well. So you've got like practical things to do as well. So that's another lovely book.
I quickly wanted to show you the cards that come with that book, that Wild Wisdom book. There's only 25, so is it a full-fledged Oracle deck? No, but you could use this to
Do you have to
kind
pick
of.
them apart like the others again?
Yeah. It's exactly the same. So that's kind of shitty. But they do look really cute. And then these are basically all those seasonal symbols from the book.
Yeah.
So what you could do is, if you don't really know what you want to pull your tarot for that day, you could pull a card, which I'm going to do right now, and then flip through a page. So I got the Elders for early autumn, page 185. So I could go to that page and see what prompts and exercises are on there, sort of like
It's
that.
nice, actually. It's a nice, usable system, and it like kind of practical as well. I like that, and this is
It's
why I
cute.
love this 365 goddesses ones because it's a really practical book. And I also had a lovely oracle deck come last week,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah. And do you want me to get it so I can show everybody?
Yeah, of course.
Hold on.
I have something to show you as well.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at us showing you guys all kinds of cool stuff.
Show us your deck.
Show us your deck, bitch.
Okay, now this was an impulse buy, and I bought it because I knew it was like heavily feminine influenced. And I've never heard of this person before, so she's called Ashley River Brandt, and this is called Messages from the Heart of the Divine Oracle deck.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Neither had I. Now, what you get is you get 44 cards. I was looking through it last night and reading the little book. And you get 44 cards, and it's, as I said, it's all heavily and I think the artwork's been done with like all sorts of like, of course it has crystals and everything. Yeah. So basically, it's like watercolors, and then you've got a statue of like an illustration of female there. So you've got
Yeah.
seed creation, and you've got things like you are the bridge. Look, so it is a very pretty deck. But what I love about it in the guidebook is for every card, she gives you something practical to do, not just a practical thing like a little ritual to follow on every single card. So if you're into your kind of your self empowerment or self care work, it's
Yeah.
an absolutely beautiful deck for personal use and obviously for readings as well. But I love it
It's
because
really cute.
it's nice because it's based all on the divine feminine. I love the simplicity of the artwork as well, your heart's expression. So you've got these beautiful like illustrations as well, and it is a very empowering deck, and it's got a lovely rose on the back. And I think this was about £13 when I bought it last week. It's probably shot up to about 30 this week. But yeah, I mean, this is and it's by Sound True. Is that got something to do with Rachel True? Is that her publishing company, by the way?
Don't know, actually. Let me Google that really quickly because that's interesting. I like Rachel Drew.
Yes, so do I. So this is a lovely goddess kind of feminine deck, guys. If you're into your divine feminine, as you know I am, and the artwork's done by a lady called Nicole Adriana Casanova.
Okay. I can't really see anything on their website saying, "Hey, this is Rachel True's." No, no, no,
No,
no, no. It doesn't look like it. About sounds true. Let me check that really quickly. No, no, it's
no.
not. No, it's not Rachel True's company. It would have been cool. I
That sounds true. It's a biggish publisher from Colorado. Thank you, Mel. Oh, that's so lovely, Levi, that one.
This is a really cookie cutter oracle. It's an oracle deck, with a keyword and a message on it, but it's really really glossy as you can see, but it's really sweet. It's
How many
really
cards are in there?
44, I think. So
Oh, that ain't too bad, is it?
no, it's I really like this one, this illustration.
Yeah, I like that actually. It's a
It's
nice name.
all hummingbirds. It's really colorful, really, really uplifting. Sometimes you just want to be uplifted. You don't want to get the tower card all the time, and I know people hate it when I say that, but sometimes you need a little bit of love.
You do, and yeah, it's a bit of a buzzword, isn't it, going round again. Yeah, so I kind of get that divine thing. Yeah,
Another one that I kind of forgot I had was this one, the Threadbound Oracle.
I like that one as well.
This is by Cedar McLeod of Numinous Spirit Press, and I have to be really honest with you. Look at this box, by the way. How cool is this?
Like a little book, innit?
I really, really don't like their illustration style. I have to be honest with you. But as a librarian, I couldn't pass up on a deck that is about books. So this is a tarot style deck with I think 22 major arcana cards. I'm not sure about that, but it's sort of structured like a tarot, where you have major arcana cards. Yeah.
I like the illustrations actually.
Yeah, you do. I don't really like the illustration style, but most of it is cool. So you get cards like this one is also a major arcana. This is the healer, and all the major arcana cards are kind of these archetypes that you will find in stories a lot. And
Right.
then you have a couple of suits. You have the suit of, let's see if it says in here. Does it say anything about the structure? Um, let's see about the deck. Yeah, 29 story cards, which would be the major arcana, and then 21 suit cards. The suits are paper, ink, and thread. So that's really cool. They actually numerologically and in a process kind of describe how paper is made. So the ace of paper is pulp, and the last one of paper, the 5 or 6 of paper, would be um, the full page. Oh no,
Oh,
two
it's
of paper.
there, innit?
Two of paper is page, options, decisions, and dreams. So it says all the keywords at the bottom. So it's
Oh,
actually
that's good.
it's actually a really neat.
So it moves on like the same as like a normal suit of tarot from 80
Yeah,
to 10, but like that's obviously about.
6 of ink is called calligraphy, fluidity, skill, and patience.
Oh, it's nice. I like that. I'm sure
Yeah,
Beth
so
sold her a couple of years ago.
so this is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
What's the literary tarot? I haven't even heard of it.
It looks pretty cool. It's a tarot deck with scenes from famous literary works in there, and the illustrations look kind of modern. I didn't back it on Kickstarter because I was kind of like, I don't know if I like it that much, but it's a pretty cool.
You've just reminded me of something, because I haven't seen it on anyone's feed or no. Has anybody got the William Blake Tarot of the Imagination?
That's a Schiffer deck, right?
Yeah.
That's
Um,
smooth as hell. I love that.
it's nice, isn't it? I did notice it, yeah.
It really, honestly, like I know, I was kind of, and I hope someone at Schiffer watches. When I did my little first impressions of this, I was kind of harsh about Schiffer Red Feather, but their publishing game in Europe is not on point. They need a better distributor and someone who and
Yeah,
better marketing on this side of the pond because
yeah,
it's
they
not.
do, because it's not always in stock, is it? MA said Cedar has been posting new images from an upcoming more plant-based deck on IG, Levi.
That's and I heard that they are a really cool person. It's just that the illustration style, and I think I'm allowed to say that, isn't really. I don't really like that cartoony style. But the whole concept and how well this was thought out just blew my mind like a lot. So it's really cool.
Now, I picked a deck up. No, there it is. Look, one of my favourite Oracle decks of the last 6 months or so. Who is this published by? Rockpool, is he? Yeah, no, Hag House. Right, okay.
Did
And
you
this,
just say Hag House?
yeah, Hag House,
Sure.
yeah. This is the Earthbound Oracle by Juliet, because I love Juliet anyway. Juliet Diaz. And the art.
Juliet's book on witchcraft is actually pretty good.
The author is in as well. I'd like to get that book, and that's a new book. Juliet's absolutely lovely, and this is such a colourful Oracle deck that completely works. I absolutely adore the artwork, and this is another deck that I reach for a lot, and I don't see this as much as I thought I would on other people's feeds. I don't know why, because I thought it was really gorgeous, but I do love Juliet Diaz. She's lovely, and the art, and Lorraine as well, who done it's the
Well,
artwork's by Danielle Boudou Fortune.
yeah, it's really good.
It's a nice deck, this is, isn't it, Joan?
Can we
Um,
talk about that whole narrative as the people that are bashing Oracle cards on Instagram?
who's bashing Oracle cards on Instagram?
There's this meme doing the rounds that's pretty serious. That's kind of like all Oracle decks suck, and only tarot can tell you how it really is, and shit like that.
No, because it depends. The two different systems for a start off. People can basically do what the hell they want with an Oracle deck, and then you know, I've got no problem with Oracle decks. I've got a problem with the type of Oracle deck sometimes, but I haven't got a
Mhm.
problem with Oracle decks. And I think if it's a good concept, I think it really, really works. Yen's is a system that works.
Yeah,
Your primordial Oracle is a system that
yeah.
works. I love Oracle decks, but they have to have some kind of like structure to them. Not just
This
willy nilly
this is an
stick
Oracle
figure.
deck.
Yeah, that's an Oracle deck.
Yeah.
Um, I just think, I don't see, like, I mean, obviously people can do what they want. 44 cards, 54 cards, 60, 70, 80 cards, whatever you want to do. But to me, just putting random keywords on an a whole Oracle deck with no kind of thought behind the system,
Or rhyme or reason.
no more reason. That's when I've got a problem with it, really. Because
Yeah.
it's just worthless. You might as well just write your name, like 78 titles on bits of paper and draw them out of an hat.
I
Um,
still have very big problems with this one as well.
Marvin asked me about that the other day, and I says, "No, but you got it." I says, "I haven't got it."
There's a lot of falsehoods in it, but you can blame that on channeling, I guess. But what really doesn't work for me at all is having words on cards that um, are way out of my, like, I don't know what Durga Kalika is. So it kind of forces me to open the
It's
guidebook and
guidebook heavy all the time, and that's what I don't like about it either. I like to see a keyword where I can,
but the
yeah.
art in it, like, a lot of people think that she's over sexualized in this deck, which may be true, but I love Jimmy Manton's artwork. He's
So do
not
I. So do I.
he's not very proud of it though. I found him on Instagram and he never ever anywhere mentions that he does a lot of Oracle decks ever.
Yeah, I
So to
know.
him it's probably just a paid commission work, and there's a lot wrong with this deck, but I really wanted to try it out. And once you really work with that book, it's interesting, but I could never use this to read for other people, never.
See, I love Sacred Rebels deck. I love that one because that's very usable.
I like the Divine Circus one a lot because that is very usable as well because the artwork really makes a lot of sense. But yeah.
But Janine just says it's nice to have a keyword that allows the intuition rather than the book. I totally
Yeah.
agree, Janine. And I don't see why that process is so bloody difficult. You know what, and I'll tell you what really has pissed me off, right?
Hmm.
When I bought that, I don't know what her name is. Dong, is it Grace Dwong or Dong? I don't know how you say her name.
Grace Duong's animal deck.
Yeah. I mean, we all know what a fucking cat is. So why just put a picture of a cat with the keyword cat on it?
Yeah, I think it's, and I don't think it's conscious, but I think it's an unconscious ego thing where the author is like, only I want the reader. I don't think this is once again, I'm not bashing the author. I think this is happening unconsciously, but somewhere along the line of the creation process, the author is thinking about this and thinks, no, I want the reader to be dependent on all the knowledge that I have.
Yeah, could be. I mean, beaver in the UK, it's got two different meanings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an eager beaver, Martin?
Show us your beaver. Let me stroke your beaver, right? But yeah, I mean, it would help if they put like one keyword or something. Can
Yeah,
you
or a
imagine
little.
a sentence on there of it just a keyword? You
Yeah.
know, so like that's what really pisses me off now as well with Oracle decks is when they name exactly what's on the card. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
key, what a fucking keys, love, thanks. But what does it mean? Yeah.
You are getting a copy of my new Oracle deck, by the way.
What new Oracle deck?
You know the square one,
The
the
brother to
brother, the brother to brother Oracle.
am I?
Yeah, it's, to be quite honest with you, it's just the cards because having it with the box was super expensive. But
Well, I
yeah,
ain't gonna use the box, am I, Levi? You know, so
it's on its way to you. So
thank you.
yeah,
See, that's lovely. I loved.
I want you to try it out, see how it works for you.
Well, I love it. Yeah. Is it guidebook heavy then? No.
No, not at all. It's actually, there is a lovely guidebook with it that I've already sent you, but it's actually very much, there is on the card, it does tell you what it is.
Oh,
and
brilliant. That's good then.
and then it has a very action oriented keyword. All the keywords are verbs to
Oh,
inspire
brilliant.
action.
Doing words. I see people constantly rehoming those kind of oracles, so it might be selling decks, but no keyword decks don't seem to land for the long haul much of the time. I agree. I agree. It's kind of like, you get it and you think, oh, that's really pretty, and then you put it in the box and you think, well, without that book, how am I going to use that deck?
Yeah. It's
So
actually extra funny when people buy those knockoff AliExpress Oracle decks. If you buy a knockoff Alana Fairchild deck, you won't get any use out of it because you can't use it without the
no, you
guidebooks.
can't. Simon, it's the same with playing cards. Numerology is numerology to me. And if I read the Four of Diamonds the same way as I read the Four of Pentacles, so be it exactly, Simon.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Totally agree.
I read it very similar to you as well. By the way,
Yeah.
Martin, I'm going to spoil something that you are getting. Martin and I sent each other gift packages.
Have you had an
Uh,
email today, by the way, yet?
yeah, I've had an email. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is in yours as well. I got these really cool playing cards. I got myself a copy and you as well. Look,
Oh, go look at them.
but they're all like they're really cute pastel color coded.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, thank you.
Look at that.
That looks like that. What's that deck called? That tarot deck? I've got the Labyrinthos.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Look though.
That's really nice.
So you're getting, that's one of the presents that's in there. I couldn't keep it,
Yay.
couldn't hold
No,
it in any longer.
but I'm not telling you what's in your box.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me at all. But yeah, I did get an email today from DPD. Yeah.
Oh, good, good, good. That's good. Then I'm happy now. Anyway, we better wrap this up because we've been on here an hour and 10 minutes. Seventh
Yeah,
spell,
sorry
that's
guys.
it. Yeah. I'm taking all the playing cards to Glastonbury Festival this year for the workshop I'm running. Simon can't have more. any more glow paint thrown around on my tarot cards this year. So look, who does playing card workshops? I miss all this shit. Janine, do you take playing card workshops? Anyway, we're going to have to wrap this up because we could just sit here and talk all night. It's just been absolutely lovely.
It really has.
Thank you for always supporting us, all your love and your friendships and all your DMs to both of us. We love you all. Simon, drop me a text when you're free. We'll have a catch up. Sandra, I am better. Sandra, by the way, right, sent me some healing last night. I was dying yesterday. Right, I thought I was convinced I got a cold. My eye was all stuck together and sore. I felt really sorry for myself. Last night, Sandra says, "Let me send you some healing," and I says, "Okay, then. Thanks, Sandra." This morning, I woke up, bang, I was fine.
Wow. So if you want some good healing, better hit up Sandra then.
Better hit up Sandra. Yeah, yeah. So everybody, thank you so much. I'll be back doing a deck review tomorrow as well, and yeah, I'll call you in a few, Levi. I just need the loo and everything first.
Yes, same here.
Okay. Love you all so much. Thank you.
Bye bye. Love
Bye,
you.
bye, bye.